Hello, hello, hello. It's Tina, and this is Real Talk. And I just want to talk to you guys about what is going on. I've been in France for a little over 2 months. It's April 25th. I moved to France February 19th or the 18th, 19th. So I just want to tell everyone what's been going on, some of the highs, some of the lows. Whew, where can I start? I really don't have like a script for what I'm talking about, but I'm here in my studio apartment in Bluffy, which is about 20 minutes away from Annecy, the center city, and it's up in the mountains. There's lakes. Hiking, there's hand gliding up here. It's truly amazing. There's not a lot of restaurants in this part of town. It's kind of rural. Like my next door neighbors have a herd of cows. I'm staying. I found the studio through my French professor. She has a friend who rents on her property, and she has two tenants. One is a guy who works at a bicycle store. It's a really cool store, and he has his own apartment. It's complete. It has a bathroom. It has, I think, a wash machine, a bed, everything that you need that's functional. And mine is separate from the house that the owner lives in and separate from the studio that the guy lives in. Mine has a bedroom with a wash machine, bathroom, a kitchen, and it also has a art studio on the other side that the owner uses and has classes out of. So it's quite a cool setup here. But I'm only going to be here for a couple of weeks. This is a week into being here. Then another French professor that I have has a condo that's opening up in June. And it's a very small condo, but it's a condo that is like all complete with, of course, a bathroom and a kitchen and a bed. And I don't know why I'm coughing right now. Excuse me. But there's no smoke anywhere near here, so it's definitely awesome. The air is so clear and lovely up in the mountains. It's beautiful. But okay, so my apartment that I'm going to rent from my other French professor is going to be available in June, and it is still April. So next week or the week after, I'm going to move in with my French professor's family. And that is going to be an experience because I've never lived with anyone for, I can't even tell you how many years. And woo, those college years were rough with my roommates. Love y'all, but it was rough. So now as like a complete adult, living with a family is just like a new experience, but I think it will be amazing. I think I will definitely improve my French. I would say I'm conversational, and I hope to be fluent pretty soon. So, I'm looking forward to that. Even though it's going to be a different experience, I'm still looking forward to it. The problem with, I will say, on another note, the problem with living in France on a long stay visitor's visa is that I am not allowed to work in the country. So I can't work. I can work online. Perhaps I can become a student, or a company can sponsor me and I can change my visa. But right now on my current visa, I cannot work in the country, But in order to rent, no matter if you can cover your rent for the year or not, they will not rent to you unless you have a job here in France. And to me, it's a little ridiculous because either you can pay it or you can't. And if you can show that you can pay it, then to me, in my American mind, business mind, I'm like, well, what's the problem? Do you want someone to rent or do you not want someone to rent? Do you want your apartment to stay available or do you want a responsible renter to rent? Like, it's up to you. So I never realized how difficult that would be. I thought that I would just like come to the country, like go into any real estate office and be able to rent a perfectly great apartment in France. No. I stayed in a hotel in Paris for a couple weeks and then I moved down to Annecy and I stayed in Grand Epinay in a smaller hotel for a couple more weeks. And then I moved to Centerville, Annecy, which I loved, and stayed in a hotel for a month. Now I'm doing like the whole studio thing with my French teacher's apartment, friend's apartment. So, I mean, I've just been like moving, and I had to get rid of a lot of stuff that I brought. I will say that I brought all my clothes because in the United States, you know, I worked as a plus size fit model and I had clothes that fit me that I enjoyed, but here in France, the sizes are completely different. And I haven't even gone shopping because I know that the largest size will not fit me because they just don't fit me with my ankles, my skinny ankles, and my broad shoulders. But, you know, my curvaceous, beautiful body will not fit in the clothes here in France. And I'm upset with that. And I want to change that. And I want to change how real estate works here. So everyone's asking me, what are you doing for money? 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 Well, I'm working online. I have a lot of projects that I'm working on right now. One being I'm starting just like a webinar to help other Americans get settled and figure out how to go about obtaining a long stay visa. The process is not easy. There's a lot of steps and there's a lot of mistakes that you can make. So I know the process very well because I have received 2 long stay visas in 2 different years. I had to come back for work, so I didn't obtain the renewal for my first visa. So I just I went ahead and got another long stay visa this year. So I know the process back and front and back, and I can help others. And I've had a lot of people email me and like drop me a DM on Instagram. If you're on there, it's Tina E. Whitaker. That's Tina E. Whittaker. If you're interested in this webinar, let me know. I'm working on putting it together now. So that's one way. Also, I know what Americans want in real estate. So I really want to help Americans coming over from the United States and want to buy property here in France to help them find the perfect spot. Because honestly, in France, and especially in Annecy, where I am right now, it's very touristy and there's a lot of people who want to be here and want to rent here because you have the mountains, you have the lakes, you have the biking trails. I mean, there's everything here, the shopping, the amazing food, the amazing atmosphere. There's a lot going on here and a lot of people want to be here. They want to live here. And I definitely want to help people come here and be able to live. As a visitor, I can also buy property. I would love to do that. And I would love to possibly rent out to tourists. So it's all in the works. There's a lot of things I'm working on. But right now, I'm really just trying to get my living situation situated and definitely see what's next. But the opportunities here are endless. So yeah, I mean, the apartment thing really caught me off guard. I cannot say that there weren't moments when I was like, oops, I don't know, maybe I should just go home because I cannot rent. But right in the nick of time, I had plenty of offers for places to stay, and I joined a lot of different Facebook groups. But ultimately, it was just like my network of people who helped me and connected me to the people that I needed to be able to live in nice places. So I really enjoyed that. I've joined a lot of different groups, language groups. I'm taking French classes daily. So my main purpose here right now is to focus on becoming fluent and learning the language efficiently so that I can work with Americans and also French-speaking clients in real estate eventually and do my own real estate. So I have a lot of plans in the works. And yeah, that's about it. I love being like a student again of language. I love that I get to walk places. I love the natural foods that are available. I love the clean air, despite that I'm coughing. I don't know why. I just love that I took an adventure and I'm seeking out a new lifestyle and a new place, and I'm meeting new people. And this is all something that I wanted to do in my life that I actually did. So definitely, I'd love to give others the opportunity to do the same. I think I will end this video here. There's so much more I can talk about in our next video, and you'll have to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, follow me on Instagram if you're over there. Like I said, Tina E. Whitaker. And, you know, drop me a DM or something. And give a thumbs up if you like this video, and definitely follow. I'll talk to you soon. Bisous.